EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as Divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Down. Burnett, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Wilson on the tackle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion. Down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet. Back and scramble after this one. But right making sure you take care of the ball in open field. Sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
40-yard line.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Burrow. open man is Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
David Njoku.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Rolling to his right. He'll find Lindsey here. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Carrier. A gain of 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now it's Burrow. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Kill.
On first down, it's Burnett. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Check 31.
On second down, here's Burrow. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watch the twist. You go tight. 18 Cardinal. Switch.
First down, here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mack Wilson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Block taking the snap at 1. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll fire one. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Block off of play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Complete.
From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. It's caught inside the 25.
Pass.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3. at the 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
21.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he fires one incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd and 9. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man in Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun with Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook, it's still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56, Mike, 56.
Now Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got Njoku over the middle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Jefferson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
1st and goal at the
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check 26, check 26. Jam, 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 jam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
The 2-point conversion.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On second and a couple. Block. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Block working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From midfield, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go! Set! 8, 3! Let's get off the field, B. Let's get off the field, B. Not 50, not 50! You ready, Will? You ready?
They'll run on first down. Howard And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Taken down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Try to run with Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
27-yard attempt.
Panthers kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. 27 yards there, a first down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here we go with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for David Njoku. It's now 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. A final shot now for Burrow. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.